Hey, Superbot. Tanyavad for watching. Really appreciate it. I have let's look at my Hindi page, make sure I'm saying this right. And I didn't write down the Hindi page. Oh no. Wait, other page. Bada? I was saying Bada. Apparently it should be Badi for big. I think. Maybe. I don't know. Anyways, what we have here is we have How to Deal with Insecurities by Sadhguru. And I thought this would be interesting to hear his take on, because I think everybody has insecurities about stuff, right? So let's hear what he has to say.
You are living on a daily basis as if you are forever. The fundamental awareness that this is mortal, if you come to terms with that one thing, there would be no insecurity, because there's nothing to gain, nothing to lose in this life. You came with nothing. Whatever the hell is happening, you're on the profit side.
Sadhguruji, my question is, how does one deal with insecurities?
How does one deal with insecurity? Life is insecure. There is no security about life, because… Shall I reveal a secret to you? However young and healthy you are, you're going to die one day. I'll bless you with a long life, but you will die one day. Is it okay? No? So you can die joyfully or you can die crying, it's up to you. But anyway you'll die one day, yes or no? If you say, I don't want to die, today you start the chanting, I don't want to die, I don't want to die, I don't want to die. All that'll happen is you will not live, but you will die. Yes? The fear, I don't want to die, will make you not live, but it will not make you not die. Anyway, you will die. Coming to terms with mortality is one very important thing. If you don't come to terms with mortality, you're living in a fancy world of unreal world, not in the real world. The real world is, we come and go. So many countless number of people have come and gone before us, isn't it? You're you're in an institution from 1857. I was just wondering how they started an institution in that year, because in that year there was such turmoil all over the country. 1857. Lot of upheaval in the country, but somehow somebody managed to start an institution. The soil that you're walking upon, we don't know how many people are buried. Yes or no? All these countless people, number of people who walk this planet before you and me, where are they? They're all topsoil. Yes or no? This will also become topsoil one day, unless your friends choose to bury you real deep, fearing you may rise from the dead. There have been certain instances. This happened. There was an old couple in Texas, over 75 years of age. It was their dream to go to the Holy Land or the Jerusalem. But because of business and then children growing up, going to the university and their marriages and da-da-da, they never made it. When they're over 75 years of age, they made the trip to Jerusalem. Jerusalem is a place where every cobblestone reeks of history. So they walked that pathway where Jesus is supposed to have walked. They went to that place where he's supposed to have walked on the water, and many things like this. They were overwhelmed by this whole experience. And unfortunately, the lady had a heart attack and she died. Then the man was preparing to take her body back to Texas. But then the local people approached and said, see, Jerusalem is the holy land. This is the right place to die. She's done the right thing. So let's do all the rituals here and bury her here. And it just costs you $25,000. Because if you take her back to Texas, just the transportation costs $18,000 and local charges, and in America the cemetery charges are very heavy. All this put together, you will spend much more money, and above all, she's chosen to die in the Holy Land. This is where she must be buried, let's do it. The man said, no, I'm taking her back to Texas. They said, see, you're very distressed because of your wife's death. You're not able to think straight, we can understand. So we will give you a super discount, $15,000. This is a haggling place, you know. Let's do it. The man thought about it and he said, no, I will take her back to Texas. Then they said, see, it doesn't make sense. I can see you're very distressed. You lost your wife of 45 years, so obviously you're very, very distressed, you're not thinking straight at all. We can understand this just because of that. You are an American and you are from Texas, so we give you an absolute super discount, $10,000. Let's do it. Come on, let's do it, let's do it. You must… what I'm talking, if you want to understand, you must go to Kashi or Haridwar, someplace, how these things happen.
I understand.
Then the man thought about it and he said, no, I'm taking her back to Texas. And they threw their hands up and said, why? What's the problem with you? $10,000, let's do it. He said, see, in Texas, dead stay dead.
It's a pulpit joke, kind of.
So, if you come to terms with your mortality, security, insecurity, all these things will go. You are living on a daily basis as
True.
if you are forever. The fundamental awareness that this is mortal, this is here only for a limited amount of time. If this was a a normal conscious thing for you, you would put your life to best use, for sure. And if you come to terms with that one thing, there would be no insecurity because there's nothing to gain, nothing to lose in this life. You came with nothing. Whatever the hell is happening, you're on the profit side. Yes or no? Huh? Isn't it so? Did you come with investment? No. You come with nothing. So whatever the hell is happening, you're always on the profit side, isn't it? And anyway, they don't allow you to take a container in the end. So all you have is how profound, intense and beautiful is your experience of life. So don't make too much fuss about it. You're acting as if you're going to lose something. No, there's nothing to lose, nothing to gain because you come and you go. You may think, oh, my life, my life. No, it's your life on this planet is like a pop-up.
So much that he said there, I agree with. I think that, the Bible says that our life is but a mist, that it appears and then it vanishes, or it's like grass that has been cut, it's just going to dry up and die. Some of the things that he talked about, I like the pulpit joke. I like the joke about he wants his wife to stay dead, not to raise from the dead. I like that. It was funny. I do think, how much of our anxiety or stress that we feel is self-imposed, right? How much of this is, because it's our perception of the reality, and what are you tied to? What are you hoping for? And no doubt you can be in bad situations where maybe you're being abused by your husband or your wife or whatever, where it's like that, or you're being abused by somebody, and that's hard. But I think the general anxiety that the girl was referring to, I think a lot is just I like what he said, coming to terms with that you're mortal, you're going to die, and how are you going to perceive life? How are you going to enjoy life? Are you coming to terms with it? Because not that long ago in my own memory, I was your age, and time has gone by quick. And now I'm looking at retirement. Retirement is coming, and it's not far away. And what do I do? What do I enjoy? I try to enjoy myself. I try to have fun. I don't know how many of you saw the YouTube thing that Tish and I went to, the Warrior Queen. And it was put on by a woman in Scottsdale. And there may have been 45 people there, maybe. And they all kind of wanted to do YouTube. And I would say most of them were 35 to maybe 65. So you had some people in their 60s wanting to try YouTube. And I had fun with it. Things that come up are fun. When hard things come upon me, I don't get discouraged. I know it's the crucible, right? Think about a blacksmith in the old days, where you needed a sword, and what he would do is he would take the metal and he would put it in a crucible and he would heat it up, and he would get this liquefied. He would liquefy this metal, and that's what hard times do. It liquefies so I can be shaped and forged into something else. If it's silver, they would forge the silver in the crucible and take out the impurities. When hard times come upon you, that's what's happening, right? So very good. I enjoy Sadhguru. I know some people make fun of me about it. I don't care. I find him entertaining. I find him likable, and I would like to meet him. So, anyways, Tanyavad for watching and subscribing and sharing. I appreciate that. Elvita and Pirmalingi.
Only our Indian friends who are well versed in the history of Indian films will get this outro. Freedoms! Bada 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 bada! Bada 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 bada! Freedoms! Bada 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 bada! Bada 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 bada!